Good morning students. Welcome to 10th standard science class. Students, already we have learnt about convex lens. Now we are going to learn about refraction through a concave lens. Okay. Let us discuss the formation of images by a concave lens. When the object is placed at two possible positions. In concave lens, a ray after the reflection diverged. So, reflected rays are diverged. So, no image here. So, this lens is called concave lens or diverging lens. Next, object at infinity. When an object is placed at infinity, a virtual image is formed at the focus. The size of the image is much smaller than that of that object. From the figure, red dot is smaller image. The next, object anywhere on the principal axis at a finite distance. Here, when an object is placed at a finite distance from the lens, a virtual image is formed between optical center and focus of the concave lens. The size of the image is smaller than that of the object. From the figure, AB is object. The image is formed between the optical mirror and focus. So, A dash B dash is image. So, it is very smaller if we compare the object. But as the distance between the object and the lens is decreased, the distance between the image and the lens also keeps decreasing. Further, the size of the image formed increases as the distance between the object and the lens is decreased. This variation is shown in the figure. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images. The next topic is application of concave lenses. Concave lenses are used as eye lens of Galilean telescope. They are used in wide-angle spy hole in doors. They are used to correct the defect of vision called myopia. The next, lens formula. Like parallel mirrors, we have lens formula for spherical lenses. The lens formula gives the relationship among distance of the object u, distance of the image v, and the focal length f of the lens. It expressed 1 by f is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v, or 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. This is called lens equation also. It is applicable to both convex and concave lenses. Next topic is sign convention. Cartesian sign conventions are used for measuring the various distance in the ray diagrams of spherical lenses. According to Cartesian sign conventions, this is refractive surface. Reflective surface. In the mirror, refractive surface. This arrow mark, left hand side. Another one, red arrow mark is direction of incident rays. Direction of incident ray. The center point P is origin. Then x dash principal axis. It is x axis. It is called x axis. The next, let's say distance towards the right means positive. Distance towards the right, object image or object anything is positive. Distance towards the left side is always negative value. Always negative value. Okay. Then upward position. So, another one, upward position. The height upward. The image height upward means positive. Image height upward means positive value. Then image downwards. Image downwards position means negative value. Okay. Then this is sign convention of lens. What we learned from the before diagram. The object is always placed on the left side of the lens. First one. Second one, all the distance are measured from the optical center of the lens. Third one, the distances measured in the same direction as that of incident light are taken as positive. Okay. The distance measured against the direction of incident light are taken as negative. The distance measured upward and perpendicular to the principal axis is taken as positive. The distance measured downward and perpendicular to the principal axis is taken as negative. That's all. The next topic is magnification of lens. Magnification is defined as the ratio of the height of the image to the height of an object. It is denoted by the letter M. If the height of the object is h and height of the image is h dash, so the magnification produced by lens is h dash by h. Okay. Also, it's related to the distance of the object u, image v. So we are using vu, the letters are in lens. M is equal to distance of the image v by distance of the object u. If the magnification is greater than 1, then we get an enlarged image. On the other hand, if the magnification is less than 1, then we get a diminished image. Diminished means very, very small image. That's all. Next topic is power of a lens. Power of a lens is reciprocal of its focal length. So P is equal to 1 by F. F means focal length. The SI unit of power is diopter in letter capital D. 1 diopter is the power of a lens whose focal length is 1 meter. Also, power of a convex lens is positive. Power of a concave lens is negative. The next, differences between a convex lens and a concave lens. Convex lens is thicker in the middle than at edges. Concave lens is thinner in the middle than at edges. It is a converging lens. Concave lens is a diverging lens. Convex lens produces mostly real image. Concave lens produces virtual image. Convex lens is used to treat hypermetropia. Concave lens is used to treat myopia. Next very, very important topic is human eye. The human eyes are most valuable and sensitive organ responsible for vision. They are the gateway to the wonderful world. So the eyes are the gateway to the wonderful world. Structure of the eye. The eyeball is approximately spherical in shape with a diameter of about 2.3 centimeter. It consists of a tough membrane called sclera, which protects the internal parts of the eye. Okay. So we know very well eye is very, very important. This is like camera. So we can see the world through the eye. The ability of the eye lens to focus nearby as well as the distance object is called power of accommodation of the eye. This is achieved by changing the focal length of the eye lens with the help of ciliary muscles. Eye lens is made up of a flexible jelly-like material. By relaxing and contracting the ciliary muscles, important parts of human eye. Eye lens. It is important part of human eye. It's convex in nature. Next, when we see distance object, the ciliary muscle relaxes, makes the eye lens thinner. It increases the focal length of the eye lens, hence the distance object can be ciliary seen. So ciliary muscles, eye lens is fixed between the ciliary muscle. It helps to change the focal length of the eye lens according to the position of the object. Next, iris. It is the colored part of the eye. It may be blue, brown or green in color. Every person has a unique color pattern and texture. Iris controls the amount of light entering into the pupil like camera aperture. Retina. Retina is the dark surface of the eye. It's the most sensitive part of human eye on which real and inverted image of object is formed of the eye. The transparent layer cornea bends the light rays through pupil located at the center part of the iris. The adjusted light passes through the eye lens. Eye lens is convex in nature. So, the light rays from the object are converged and a real and inverted image is formed of retina. The liquid is called vitreous humor, the back of the liquid. The retina passes the received real and inverted image to the brain through optical nerves. Finally, the brain senses its erect image. Top is eye cornea. This is the thin and transparent layer on the front surface of the eyeball. It's the main refracting surface. When light enters through the cornea, it refracts or bends the light on the lens. Eye is very important part of in our human body. The next, eye defects. First one, myopia. Myopia, also known as short sightedness, occurs due to the lengthening of eyeball. With the defect, nearby object can be seen clearly, but distant object cannot be seen clearly. The focal length of eye lens is reduced or the distance between eye lens and retina increases. Hence, the far point will not be infinity for such eyes and the far point has come closer. Due to this, the image of distant object are formed before the retina. This defect can be corrected using a concave lens. The focal length of the concave lens to be used is computed as follows. Let a person with myopia can see up to distance x. Suppose that he wants to see all objects further than this distance. Example, up to infinity. Then the focal length of the required concave lens is f is equal to minus x. If the person can see up to a distance x and he wants to see up to a distance y, then the focal length of the required concave lens is f is equal to xy by x minus y. So, this is treated by concave lens. Astigmatism. In this defect, eye cannot see parallel and horizontal lines clearly. It may be inherited or acquired. It's due to the imperfect structure of eye lens because of the development of cataract on the lens, ulceration of cornea, injury to the refracting surfaces. So, astigmatism can be corrected by using cylindrical lens. Astigmatism means பார்வை சிதறல் குறைபாடு. The next, presbyopia. This disease coming due to aging. Ciliary muscles become weak and the eye lens become rigid, inflexible. Also, the eye loses its power of accommodation. Because of this, an aged person cannot see the nearby object clearly. So, it is also called as old age hypermetropia. Some persons may have both the defects of vision, myopia as well as hypermetropia. This can be corrected by bifocal lenses, in which upper part consists of concave lens used for distance vision and the lower part consists of convex lens used for reading purposes. So in this defect, two lenses are corrected. The next, microscope. This is an optical instrument which helps us to see tiny object. Tiny means very small object. It's classified as simple microscope and compound microscope. Simple microscope. Simple microscope has a convex lens of short focal length. It's held near the eye to get enlarged image of small object. Let an object AB is placed at a point within the principal focus of the convex lens, and the observer's eye is placed just behind the lens. As per this position, the convex lens produces an erect, virtual and enlarged image, the A dash B dash. The image formed is in the same side of the object and the distance equal to the least distance of distance vision D. For normal human eye, 25 centimeter. Uses of simple microscope. Simple microscope are used by watch repairers and jewelers to read small letters clearly, to observe parts of flower insect, to observe fingerprints in the field forensic science. Compound microscope. Compound microscope is also used to see the tiny object. It has better magnification power than simple microscope. Construction. A compound microscope consists of two convex lenses. The lens with the shorter focal length is placed near the object and is called the objective lens or objective piece. The lens with larger focal length and larger aperture placed near the observer's eye is called as eye lens. Both the lenses are fixed in a narrow tube with adjustable provision. Working. The object AB is placed at a distance slightly greater than the focal length of objective lens. A real inverted and magnified images A dash B dash is formed at the other side of the objective lens. This image behaves as the object for the eye lens. The position of the eye lens is adjusted in such a way that the image falls within the principal focus of the eyepiece. This eyepiece forms a virtual, enlarged and erect image on the same side of the object. Next, telescope. Telescope is an optical instrument to see the distant object. The first telescope was invented by John Lippershey in 1608. Galileo made a telescope to observe distant stars. Types of telescope: refracting telescope and reflecting telescope. According to the things which are observed, astronomical telescope and terrestrial telescopes are the two major types of telescope. Next, advantages of telescope. Elaborate view of the galaxies, planets, stars and other heavenly bodies is possible. Camera can be attached for taking photograph for the celestial object. Celestial object means vernal object. Telescope can be viewed even with the low intensity of light. Disadvantages: frequent maintenance needed. It is not easily portable one. Okay students, today's topic is over. Today's homework. Homework question: list any 5 properties of light. Second one, explain the rules for obtaining images formed by a convex lens with the help of ray diagram. Differentiate the eye defects, myopia and hypermetropia. Fourth one, explain the construction and working of a compound microscope. Students, watch this video carefully and learn the lessons properly. I have given you homework. Read and understand the questions and answers, and then write the answers 3 times in your classwork notebook. After writing, send me the answers. Thank you, students. Wish you all success and God bless you.